Okay, so we are back for the final part of this coverage here. I'm trying to get my lighting down here a little bit, so bear with me. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, we'll just have to take that for what it's worth. Okay, so yeah, second part of the final round of the 2018 Malaysian Championship, part of the 2019 Tenacious Golf Tour. Going to try to speed through this some, so please understand that I'm trying to get this finished tonight because I'm not going to have much time for the next few days, and I want to kind of get this off the tabletop. So um, I'm going to sharpen up this image just a tad, I'm hoping. How do I do that? Let's try doing this a little bit. Okay, let's see. I don't know if that's any better. I changed my lighting setup a little bit because I'm trying to get where the dice can be seen a little bit better. But I don't know if that helped. So, hi, Mr. Moley. So, let's just set it up and let's go. So, Gareth Leonard. I'm going to turn this just a smidge. Whoa, that's more than a smidge. Okay. Gareth Leonard at minus 24, Dave Simanowicz Jr. minus 23, along with Dustin Emmerich there. So they're one back, minus 22. Yunli Song, Chico Fonseca, and on down. So you have some guys right at the edge of being out of contention, but we're going to get going with Chico Fonseca, who is two back. He's in the final, or in the first group off, and he is playing pretty well here, 4 under par. This is a tough hole, so Golf Cam course, and the dot means it's going to be daunting. So it is a daunting par 3. He's going to need a double difficult putt for par. So he's going to have to lag here since this is a daunting hole. And yeah, he just lags it up there for his easy bogey, and it's going to be his first blemish today. And that will be a bogey. One moment, I got to do something real quick. Okay, sorry, I had a relatively urgent text message, so I had to. All right, now Wiles, since it's semi-daunting, he's got 2 blue chips. He could use them here, but instead he's gonna. Now there's water in play. 25, and he just barely gets it golf cam green, and the decider die is going to be not challenging. So is it friendly? It's not. Is he laser? He's not laser either, so I'll have a clutch putt for par. He's going to use a blue chip to make himself semi-gold 1-4, and he makes the putt. So Wiles will stay at minus 18. Okay, it's a 10. Simanowicz Jr. one back. He's also been playing pretty well. Not a terrible par 5 here, the 10th, but still a little harder than the other ones on the course. And it's going to be golf cam rough off the tee. Puts into long grass with a white 5, and he's got a green 1, which will probably help him a lot. Except he is a workman So that kind of, because he's a semi-workman, he's going to get the dot, and that's going to basically mean he has to roll an easy putt for par. So he's going to miss out on a potential eagle chance here. So that's a par for Simanowicz Jr. Now Dale George. Okay, 113 for him. He has control. He is not scatter, he's not a champion, and he is not a hacker. So it's going to leave him with a moderate putt for birdie. Well, he's going to try the 1 to 2 birdie putt. Oh, and it is in the hole. He gets a birdie. That is quite a fine for him. So he'll move up to minus 21. Okay. So Fabio Antonucci and Gareth Leonard. So Leonard has the tee, and it's going to be Golf Cam, or the course will control 34 Golf Cam course. Is it daunting? No, and he is not scatter, so he will have a clutch birdie putt. He's going to let it ride here. He wants to take a 2-shot lead if he can get a 1 to 4. But it's a 5, so he's going to lose his blue chip, and he's going to need a par now. Easy par, and ooh. Took a little nonchalantly, but so that's a 31 on the front for Gareth Leonard. Antonucci. And that's going to be a simple par for him. And he finishes at even par for the front 9. Okay, so Vasquez has the honor at the 8th, par 3. He's going to need a clutch putt for par in order to get his blue chip. So he could also spend it to get the par, but he's going to roll the dice, literally. He needs a 1 to 3 here, and he would earn another blue chip. But he doesn't, so he will end up. I don't think you lose the blue chip on that clutch putt, because you didn't have to. Well, maybe you do. I think you do, actually. So that is a bogey for Vasquez, and he is going to be out of contention with that. So he's 7 back with most of the back 9 players. Okay. There's a red chip. No, it's a penny. Okay. Now new. White 3 is going to be a 12. It's in the rough. Tee shot 5 master. He's not a master, so it's going to have a difficult par putt. 1 to 3. He's going to try and pull it out, and he does. Okay, back to 7. And it's going to be Yunli Song, 2 under par on his round, 2 back. It's going to be 16 Golf Cam course, and a green 1. Cordial, semi-cordial with a dot, so it is. You'll have a clutch putt for birdie. Needs a 1 to 4. But he gets the dreaded 6, and he's got another red chip again, so now an easy par. He'll make it. Mateo Soto. And he will take his par. Okay, and now to the 6th, and it's the tandem of Dustin Emmerich and Burke Yielding. It's going to be Emmerich who birdied 5. It's going to be controlled by the course, and it's going to be in the rough off the tee with a bad lie with the green 6. So, is he a master? He is on this one, so he has a double difficult birdie putt. He will. He's going to try to make it. Needs a 1 and a decide or die yes. So, well, he gets the decide or die, but he gets a 6. So that's going to be missed. Now he has a difficult putt for par. That's a 1 to 3. And he misses that, so he's going to 3 putt. So now a moderate bogey needs a 1 to 5, and he gets it. I'd say, would he try to lag the first one, and he could have. All right, but he's going to move back to shoot 2 shots back. And now he's feeling confident. 24 is going to be golf cam green for Burke Yielding 2 on a par 4. Is it friendly? No. Challenging? No. It's going to be a moderate putt for par. It's a 1 to 5. Well, actually, no, it's an easy putt for par, excuse me. So we have to see if it's the high roll, and it is. How about that? So now a gimme putt for bogey, which now he gets snake eyes. But Yielding drops a shot, and this pairing isn't playing particularly well. So all right, Gareth Leonard holding strong there at minus 24. And so we're in the midst of this first group off being kind of in the teeth of the course here. 11 through 13 are tough holes. So a little bit of water here, a pond and a stream. And it's semi-daunting and semi-challenging and a 5 degree of course control. So if you take it lightly, it can bite you. So it's going to be wiles. White 6s would be great rolls here. 15 golf cam course. Without the decide or die helps. 5 on a par 4. Is it daunting? No. Is he scatter? He's not scatter, so he'll have a clutch birdie putt. So maybe a rare birdie here. He will use a blue chip. Now needs a 1 to 4 with a semi-gold. Oh, and it's in. Malcolm Wiles picks up birdie and moves to minus 19 and out of contention. No, Chico Fonseca is not out of contention. It's a different guy. So Fonseca at the 12th, it's 25. It's in the sand in 2 with a green 6. He has a fried egg lie. Sandy, he's not sandy, so he's going to end up with a double difficult par putt. Well, he's going to lag it here. And so he's going to end up with an easy bogey. He almost misses that, but back-to-back bogeys for Fonseca, and he is dropping like an anchor. Okay, so now Simanowicz, sole possession of second place, and Dale George, they're both, well, George has, well, he's going to hold on to him. He does have chips to use, but he might save it for the next hole. 45, and he just barely misses the water. Ends up in the rough. Is he a master? He is not, so he'll have a difficult par putt. Try and see if he can roll this in. Needs a 1 to 3. Oh, and right on the money. And now Simanowicz doesn't have any blue chips to tempt him. 16, golf cam course. Decide or die is no, so that should help him out. Not cordial, not daunting, so it's an easy par putt. So as long as he doesn't get the high. Oh, and he does. So now, gimme bogey, and the high has hit a couple guys here in this second part of the final round already. Okay. Now it's going to be Gareth Leonard at the 10th. 4, 5, 6. That should be golf cam green. It is. Par 5, green 6 friendly. Green no, laser golfer. He's not laser, so it's going to be a clutch putt for par for Leonard. Needs a 1 to 4. So he'll get a blue chip and a par. Okay, Antonucci. He'll take a par and a blue chip with the white 6. Okay, so now we're to New and Vasquez. At the 9th, it's going to be course controlled 56 golf cam course. Misses the water. Gets a little piece. It's hanging out into the pond. Par 4 green 3 is going to be cordial, no. Daunting, no. It's going to be a clutch putt for par for New. He's 3 back. He's going to have to make something happen here. He's going to try and get the 1 to 3. Oh, and it's in the hole, so he gets a par, a blue chip. He's feeling it. And that is a 34. 2 under par on the front for him. Benicio Vasquez. It's a normal, that's a par. And he is 38 on the front, 2 over. So. Okay, Yunli Song still has the tee on this par 3. He's got a red chip to cast off, and there it gets cast off on that par. So now Mateo Soto, he's going to use a blue chip to take control here. So he'll see if he can dial this one in. And that's a 3-3-4. He's not a champion, so it'll be golf cam green. And a green 3. Is it challenging green? No, clutch putt for Bird. He's gold, so he can't earn a blue chip because he spent one, but a 1 to 5. And it's in the hole, so he gets a birdie there. And he gets back to minus 21, so after a rocky start for Soto, maybe he's finding some traction here. Okay, so it's going to be Emmerich and Yielding. They both bogeyed 6. Need to turn it around, and it's going to be 3-5-5 on a par 4. See, he is a king, so he'll get a blue chip as the gallery cheers for his tee shot. And he's not a hacker, so he ends up with a moderate birdie putt. He's just gonna go for it here. 1 to 2, moderate birdie, and it's in the hole. He makes it. So Emmerich moves to minus 23 and saves his blue chips. So the strategy pays off that time. Brings up Yielding, and he'll take. Actually, that is a special result. It is his control with the 6. And so the ruling is we play that as a special result. So let's see, Yielding. We've already had some in this final round that are harsh. The decider die is showing. 24. Solid drive, iron, third shot, edge of green, easy putt for birdie. Gold. Well, he's already a gold putter, so... and he's gold till further notice. So this doesn't really help him much, but he's got an easy putt for birdie here. He will see if he can make a 1 to 4. And it's in the hole, so birdies for both Yielding and Emmerich. And that helps to get them off the schneid. So Leonard's still in front with Emmerich and Simanowicz Jr. lurking. Okay, to 13. Another tough hole. Wiles and Fonseca. Wiles played the last one good. He's 1 under in this stretch of difficult holes. And guess what? He gets a par and a blue chip. So he's played this stretch pretty adeptly. Fonseca, not going to be as fortunate as he's going to end up with the dot and the daunting. So a 1, is it cordial? No. Is it laser? Is he laser? No. So he needs a clutch putt for par. So he avoids some other bad stuff there. But now he needs a 1 to 3, and he misses it. So he ends up with a red chip and now an easy bogey putt, which he makes. But he's bogeyed 3 in a row, and Fonseca has quickly gone from being near the top to 5 back. All right, so Dale George. All right, he is going to. He's going to hang on to the blue chips here. Okay, 46, rough in 1, and he's got a green 1, which means a good lie and a good chance at something better here for him. Is he workman? He's not, so he's going to have a wow. He will get a blue chip. And he gets to re-roll white on the wow chart. It's a great shot out of the rough, and it's going to be an easy birdie putt. He will spend the blue chip and make it a gimme birdie, and as long as he... Oh, my word. And he misses it. He chokes it. He was feeling good. Dale George. Now the gimme par, and I could have got him to within 2, and the double sixes bites him in the backside. Simanowicz takes a par. Nothing is a sure thing in this game. Absolutely nothing is a sure thing in this game. Okay, Leonard starting this stretch of treacherous holes. 16 golf cam course, and it's a daunting hole here. So he's probably going to hit. Is it friendly? No. Is he laser? It's not laser either. So he's going to have a clutch putt for par. Could earn a blue chip here with a 1 to 4, and he gets it. He will take that par and the blue chip for a clutch putt made. Antonucci, 55, and Antonucci buries it in the pond. And so, with his tee shot, the pond claims a victim here. Is he a champion? He's not, so he's going to end up with a moderate putt for bogey. 1 to 5, and he makes it. But Antonucci's 6 back with 7 to play. He's almost out of contention now. So I wonder if the pond here at 11 will claim anybody else. Just kind of got a little bit, little fat on that one. Didn't get good contact, and he pays. Maybe the thing I need to do is, let's try this. Maybe that's a little bit better. Trying to get some light on the dice. All right, so it's going to be new. That's a par 5. 266. Golfer controlled. King or Shaper? No, he's neither of those. He's not a hacker, and he's not a champion, so he will rely on his mood. He doesn't have a mood right now, and so because he's not sunny with the 6, he will have a difficult par putt. So he needs a 1 to 3 here. And he makes the par, so he will be sunny. And Vasquez, that is a par. Out of contention. Alright, so to 9, we're getting closer and closer to the point where we check the out of contention. Alright, Mateo Soto. He will play a blue chip, try to take control of this. He's 3 back. 2, 6, 6. I think that was the same roll we had on 10. King or Shaper? No, he's not, and he's not a champion, so it's right now, and right now he is hot based on the dot, so this will work out for him here, I believe. Is he hot? Yes, a moderate birdie putt. Now he can use one more chip here, and he will. He's going to make it a moderate, so now he needs a 1 to 4, and he gets utterly torched, so it's going to be a gimme par. So even par for him. Just can't get anything going. It's tough. His qualities, aside from his putting, are pretty pedestrian. Now Yunli Song, golf cam green with a 2, and it's going to be, it's not friendly or challenging, so it'll be easy. Should just be able to drop it in there, and he does, and that finishes out his 34 on the front 9. And now Emmerich and Yielding will play out their 9th hole, or their 8th hole, excuse me, par 3. Emmerich's going to use a blue chip here. See if he can get that laser quality to get him something good. 1, 4, 6. Is he utility? No, so it's going to go to experience. Is he an icon? He is. And so it's going to be an easy birdie putt for him. Share the lead 1 to 4. Wants to hang on to that other blue chip. It's in the hole. Emmerich, back-to-back birdies. And he joins Gareth Leonard at minus 24. Burke Yielding. Golf Cam Green. No, Golf Cam Course. Excuse me. And a 3. Not cordial, not daunting, so clutch putt for par. He's gold, so 1 to 5. And it's in, so he will get his par, lose the red chip. And so we're almost there. We got to go once through again to get to the, and then we start down the end of the back 9. Always a good feeling when you start making it on the downhill side of things. Okay, so here we go with 14, and as you can see, this is a little bit more of an attack hole. Cordial, semi-direct, 358, so drivable for the bombers and the great drivers. So Malcolm Wiles is a semi-bomber, so let's see if he can take advantage of this hole on the course. But no, it's going to be the course controlling at 45. Golf Cam Course, not too bad. 1, it's cordial, so he'll have a clutch birdie putt. And he's got to use that blue chip on the semi-rust. Can he get a 1 to 4? And he does. So another birdie for Wiles. He's slowly making way. Leonard is kind of stalled out here, so that's helped out the guys that are a little bit back. And now Fonseca. One, 1, 4. He's not gilded. He is cold, so he gets 2-putt par. You don't even have to worry about it, but that is a par for him. He's cold because he actually has 3 bogeys in a row. So 2 bogeys in a row is cold, 1 bogey is semi-cold. All right, so to the 13th, and Dale George is right at the tail end of this. And so he's going to use a blue chip and roll the decide or die. It's not daunting, so he has control. And so let's see if Dale George can take advantage of this whole 1-2-2. He's not a duffer, he's not a hacker, so he gets a moderate putt for birdie. So at the very least, he should get an easy par out of this. 1-2. He could use the other blue chip, and he should have, but that's going to make an easy par, and he misses it. Dale George is snake bitten, and he ends up with a 3-putt bogey. Wow. I'm telling you, nothing is assured in this game. Uses a blue chip and gets a bogey. There's Simanowicz. He can't go with it, so that's in the rough, but he gets a 2 on the green chip, or on the green die, so that's going to help him some. 2 is he a master? Let's see, 40, yeah, for tee shot. Master? No, so just have a moderate putt for par. If he can get anything other than a 6, and he gets a 5, so it's a par. Can you see that? Yes, you can. It's right up there at the top. Okay. All right, so Antonucci and Leonard. Leonard, he's going to save it for 13. 56 golf cam course, no decider die, so he's going to emerge from this with he's not daunting, so he's going to get a birdie putt. Can he take the lead? 1-4, and he gets the outright lead again. It's in the hole. Gareth Leonard, 6 under par on his round, and at -25. Our target score was -27, I believe. So we're getting towards that place, getting moving up there. Okay, Antonucci, who now is out of contention unless he can birdie here. Well, he's got chips. You might as well use them, right? So let's see if it's going to be daunting or not. It's daunting, so he's got to use both. He will take control. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That is with a dot. This is going to hurt him. It's going to be golf cam green, I believe. Let's double check that. Yes. 1. Is it a challenging green? It is. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par, and this is going to put him out. He needs to make it. He needs a 1 here. Can he get a 1? Oh! He makes his par. And because it's double difficult, no, because he spent chips, he can't get a chip there. He could have gotten a chip for that, but probably going to have to make him out of contention anyway, because he's 7 back with 6 to play, and and Gareth Leonard has already played the hole, so he's out of contention. So bummer. He made a nice putt there, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Okay, so now New and Vasquez. So New is first. It's a 33, so he misses the water. Golf cam course a 1. On the par 3, cordial, no. Laser, no. You'll have a clutch putt for par. He's 4 back. See if he can make this. Needs a 1 to 3. He'll get a blue chip out of it. Oh, yeah. Buries it. And he's had a lot of pars here in a row. He's hoping to get through this stretch coming up here. He's just starting. And he's got some capital to use. So now a semi-daunting hole with a 2 is going to be a par for Vasquez. To the 10th, it'll be Mateo Soto and Yin Lee Song. Soto first. Love to get a birdie before he hits the rest of this, and he's going to have to accept a par. You don't want to look that in the mouth right at this point. Although he is 4 back. That's long odds for coming back now. But Lee Song, 4, 5, 6 golf cam green. 4, is it friendly? No. Challenging? No. It's going to be a clutch putt for par. So gold, 1 to 4. Semi-gold, 1 to 4, and he misses it. So another red chip for Lee Song, and then the bogey. He drops to minus 21. He is 4 behind now. So it looks like it's going to be a 3-way race here towards the end. And now we're back to the 9th, and the lead group is finishing out the front 9, hitting the turn. And Emmerich's on back-to-back birdies. And it's going to be a 56 golf cam course. It's going to be an easy putt for par for him. You've seen it isn't that easy, but he makes it, and that leaves him at 33 on the front, 3 under par, 24, 1 back, minus 24, 1 back. Burke yielding, and it's going to be 25. That's golf cam course with a 6 is not a dawning hole, so he gets a clutch putt for birdie, and he is gold. So unless he duplicates the green 6, which he doesn't, that's a birdie for yielding, and a nice finish to his front 9. Gets back to within 3 of Leonard. So start off with a double bogey, and he ends up though with a 35, 1 under par. So not too bad. Salvaged something out of that front. Now he's going to see if he can make it work coming along the back. Okay. So your leader is Gareth Leonard, and on his round, so he started at, let's see, what is that? So what is he at? 5, 6. He's at 6 under par. He's at 5. He is at, so a 5 under par or better. There's no emerging contender possible. So we don't have to worry about the emerging contenders in this one. No rolls, because Leonard is way out in the lead, and nobody would have been able to catch him. So that settles that. I know some people might think that's a bummer, but it's okay. This definitely has the feel of something. This could be a good finish here. We've got some tough holes. We got a couple easy holes. I'm going to take a short break. I will be right back. I have to set up some laundry to dry, so be right back. Okay, so we're back. Leaders are starting to traipse their way down the back 9. And we're going to go to 15 for this par 3. The signature hole. The bunkers seem to sink into the pond, protecting the green. You see 11, 13, 15. So somebody with a red chip might want to buy a black 6, because that would hold out. I mean, I guess a blue chip could do that too, but that would keep it away, at least away from the water, because it's the only one if you put a black 6 down, then even if you roll a 1, you can only get 16. All right, Wiles. He has hung tough, but okay, 45 rough. Good lie though, could possibly knock this one in, as he's not a workman. So pin shot, needs to re-roll white. See if he can. Oh, and he's got a chance. He needs the decide or die to give him some love here. And he does. It's back-to-back birdies for Wiles. He gets to minus 21. What if he could set a score at like minus 23 and see if Leonard and Emmerich can emerge through 13 and 14 unscathed? That might be tough. Okay, so not Dale George. We need to do Fonseca. And Fonseca will use the red chip to get the black 6. And it's going to be 26 Golf Cam Green, or Golf Cam Course, excuse me. And a 2 cordial, no, it's neither cordial nor daunting, so it's going to be easy par. So uses that advantage to his advantage, or seemingly a disadvantage. And so now Simanowicz and George. Simanowicz still 2 back. Can he find himself a birdie here on this cordial semi-direct 266? It's a short par 4, 266 king or shaper. Yes, he is a king. He'll get a blue chip out of it. Green 6 is going to mean it's probably at best going to have a moderate putt for birdie. Right, he's not a hacker, so now it's a difficult putt for birdie because of the green 6. So, he's going to lag this here. He's not at the tempt fate here, and so he's going to end up with a gimme par from the difficult. And he makes that. Okay, Dale George. Snake bitten here. 56 Golf Cam Course. It's a cordial hole, so he should have a look at birdie. Yeah, clutch putt for birdie for him. Semi-gold. He needs some luck here. He needs a 1 to 4, and he gets it. So George cancels out the bogey on the last hole. He's at minus 21. 5 guys there. They're all 4 shots back. All right, your leader, Gareth Leonard, to the 13th, the last of the stretch. And he is going to play the blue chip game here with this hole. It's not daunting, so he gets to take control of it with only the 1 blue chip played. Now 135 on a par 4. He's not Duffer nor Puny, and he's not utility, so it will be right now. And because the dot is a no, he is not going to be hot since he's not on back-to-back birdies. Well, you know what? He gets lucky because it checks to see if he's cold, so he's not cold. So he has a moderate birdie putt. He could extend it to 2 if he can get a 1 or a 2 here. But he gets a 3. If he had spent the blue chip, he would have made the putt. So now it is an easy par, and he holes it out. He remains 1 shot ahead of Emmerich at this point. Antonucci out of contention now. That'll be par on this semi-daunting hole. Okay, back to 12. Joshua New, 4 back. Kind of seemed like we haven't heard a whole lot from him. He's going to go ahead and do this trick right here. So he will use the first blue chip and roll. So it's not daunting. So the 1 blue chip suffices to get control. Now it's a 2-2-6 for him. He's not yeoman nor gilded, but he's not a champion, so it's going to be Golf Cam Green. It's semi-challenging, and the decide or die helps him. It's going to be an easy putt for par. It's what he likes to hear, except he misses it. And now a gimme bogey. That is so frustrating. The old double sixes have been... I think this is the most I've ever seen of the double sixes in a tournament. Wow. They're just pounding these guys. Vasquez with a 4 at a semi-daunting hole as par. Okay, back to 11. It's going to be Soto. And he's going to hang on to the chips for another hole. So, 22, Golf Cam course. Dot's going to say it's daunting. So, it's going to be a clutch putt for bogey for him. Alright, so he is gold. So, unless it's a 6, he gets a blue chip even though he bogeys. And so some of these guys, now that we're at minus 21, are beginning to falter. This part of the course is just putrid. This is not one where you would want to use that 6. Black 6, because as you can see, you've got 16 is the only relatively safe one here. You've got 26, 36, 46, 56, 66, all hazards, and 4 of the 5 of those are water. So I'd like to see a white 6, and he gets it. Wow. It's fun when you call your shot. He's going to take his par and cancel out that red chip. Probably not worth attacking the green or attacking the pin on that one. Okay, so back to 10, and Emmerich, see if he can play this one right and get himself a birdie and a share of the lead here. So 1-3-6 for Emmerich on the par 5. He doesn't scatter it, and he's not a duffer, and he's not utility. But he's not a hero as well, so it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. Well, he does not want to spend that blue chip. He'd like to hang on to it for a tougher hole. So he needs a 1 or a 2. And it's in the hole. Dustin Emmerich joins Leonard at minus 25. Hole and a putt from about 20 feet out. Beautiful roll. You could see the line rotating. Pure, true. Now Burke yielding. Hell, he gets a bad roll there. But although it is Golf Cam course, but the decider die is a no. So he's not going to get the benefit of cordial here. So it's going to be an easy par putt. No chance at a birdie for him. Okay. We aren't quite to hour yet, which is good. So once we get the first group through 18, things will really start to kind of snowball and we'll be done in a flash. But until then, here is a par 4 that is both easy, but also if you get that white 5, you've got a chance at some problems. So because there's water here, but as you can see, it's only a 5. So you know you only have 1, but it's not cordial. So you just not too many birdies to be had. So this is probably more like a target golf hole. Okay, Wiles, he's within 4. Can he get a couple more birdies here and make a run? 3-3-5. He is a king, so he'll get a blue chip. And with a green 3, he might have a decent opportunity at birdie here. Is he hero or champion? He is. He's a champion. Easy putt for birdie. Well, if he's going to make a run at the lead here, he's got to just hole this out without using that blue chip. He needs a 1-4. Boom! Malcolm Wiles, 3 birdies in a row. He is hot right now, and he gets to minus 22. If he could get one more birdie along the way here on the way in, it could make for some drama as we get closer to the end. Now Fonseca is a ways back. He's also got a 3.35 here. That could be a good thing for him. Let's see, is he king? Yes, so he will also earn a blue chip. Now, you'll see how the green die affects things now, because this is going to be, is he a hacker? He's not, so he ends up with a moderate putt for birdie instead of the easy birdie putt that Wiles had. So the moderate is a 1-2. Oh, and Fonseca has the putter rolling true as well, so he avoids a possible out of contention with a birdie. Okay, Dale George. I don't think I rolled all the dice here. I'm going to re-roll. I don't think I rolled the white die. So, okay, there we go. It's going to be 66 golf cam course with a 4. It's not daunting, so he gets a clutch birdie putt. Well, George is going to use that blue chip. He has to avoid a 6 here, and he does. So back-to-back birdies for George. Gets to minus 22. Now Simanowicz, 2 back. He will take control of this. Going to use a blue chip to try and see if he can get a good break on this par 3, 166. It's not direct, so on the green it might go in. We've got a pin check here. Roll this white die. It's a 1. Now it's the decider die. Can he get the dot? If it's a dot, it is an eagle. No, but he gets a gimme birdie putt. So Simanowicz can get within 1. That would have been an eagle, a hole-in-one, and it would have got him a share of the lead, but he birdies. And Simanowicz Jr. is right in the thick of it. Those 3, Leonard, Emmerich, and Simanowicz, are in great shape. They're going to be in here probably for... And Simanowicz has already played the tough holes. That's where Emmerich... Well, Leonard has also played them, so, you know, those 2 guys are somewhat through the difficult part. And now you've got Leonard playing the 14th. But he gets a white 5. It's going to be controlled by the course, and it's his second shot goes in the drink. Oh! What a bad break. He gets that white 5. And the 25 is water with his second shot. That is going to be... Is he a champion? No, he's not. So he's going to end up with a moderate bogey putt. And Emmerich's going to have sole possession of the lead after this. He does make the bogey. But Leonard just doesn't get enough of it. And it goes down the slope into the water, and that's unfortunate. That's when you start saying to yourself, wow, this is an easy hole, but guess what? If you get that 5, you are going to have a trouble. That's going to be a birdie for Antonucci, so. Hey, Barry. Not the drink. No, it was the drink. Definitely. Good to see you. Yes, History Maker Golf. And this is the final round of it. So we're getting down to the final 8 holes for the current leader, Emmerich. This is the PNG set, the Pro National Golf. And it's going to be Vasquez, who is an out-of-contention golfer. And he gets a par here. Josh New is still swirling around near the out of contention mark. And there's a 34 Golf Cam course. It's going to be daunting because of the decide or die. And that's probably going to be a problem. So clutch putt for par. For New, he's gonna spend a blue chip there to make himself gold. He still misses it, so it's going to be a bogey for New. And now he is at the edge of contention, 6 back. If Emmerich were to birdie, I would just remove him from contention. So Soto and Lee Song. Lee Song, he's, what is he, 4 back. He's just never got it going today. He was 2 under at one point, but just kind of stalled out. And he gets a... It's very confounding when you get the white 1 on one of these holes. It's 5 course control rating. You know, so he's going to be Golf Cam course, but it's going to be daunting, and it's going to be a clutch putt for bogey for Lee Song. So he's looking at possible double here unless he can make a 1-4. And that is going to be a double for him. He's going to drop with New. So an easy double putt, and he makes it. But that's disaster for Lee Song. He's just kind of gone backwards. Mateo Soto doesn't have great ratings, but he's going to try and get control of this hole. He's going to have to spend the second one. He had 3, so I think he's thinking the law of averages should have given him a chance at only using 1 there. But actually, I pulled out the wrong die. So 156 for Soto. Not a legend or a bomber, and he's not a hacker, so it's going to be Mood. Mood sunny. And he needs it to be sunny because it's going to ask him if he's sunny. So moderate putt for birdie. Can't use a blue chip because he's already used 2 on this hole. So moderate putt 1 to 2. And he misses it. So that's going to lead into an easy par. And he'll hole it out and remain at -20. 5 back. Wise up. My kitchen is up. It's right above my head. Alright, Dustin Emmerich. Gonna have to navigate this hole 13 Golf Cam course. No dot, so he is gonna at least have a chance. He should at least get his par here, barring some kind of wacko result. Is it a daunting hole? No. So he gets a clutch putt for birdie. Semi-gold. He could lose his blue chip if he doesn't make it here, but he's going to try. He needs a 1-4 to go 2 clear of Simanowicz and Leonard, and it just trickles in. 2 birdies in a row for Emmerich. Could he get his second win on the tour here? I believe he only has 1 thus far in the previous season. It's now Burke yielding. Emmerich pulls a birdie on the that's a par, white 6. Actually, let's see. What is he? He doesn't have soft, so there's no reason to tempt that one. He gets a birdie on one of the tougher holes. First hole of the tough stretch, so that puts him at 5 under par on his round. Okay. Wiles Fonseca getting to 17. We're starting to smell the end of this round. Wiles could still put up a good score here. In the past, Emmerich has kind of petered out at the end. But this time it looks like he's getting some rolls that are going to work for him. It's kind of he tends to be the one that you look to as the favorite. 1-2-4 Wiles is not a duffer, and it's not a firm green, so it's going to be golf cam green, and it's a friendly green here with the dot, so probably a good chance at a run at birdie here. It's friendly, so clutch putt for birdie. He's going to use his blue chip to make himself semi-gold in the hole. 4 birdies in a row for Wiles. He gets to minus 23. If he could make 5 in a row to close out his round and get to minus 24, what is 18? Is that a tougher hole? I can't remember. Semi-daunting, yeah. So that's going to be a little bit tough, but so here's Fonseca. That's a 1-3-5. He's not duffer or puny or utility, so he's going to be right now, and he is going to be hot. It's going to check if he's cold, and he's not cold, so this is going to be great for him. It's a gimme birdie putt. So Fonseca, after being up close, then kind of falling off, he gets his birdie. And now he's got 2 in a row, and he's back to minus 21. Maybe too late there for him. Almost certainly too little, too late. Okay, back to 16. Dale George will be first to play here. He's on back-to-back birdies. And he avoids that dreaded 5. So it's 5-5-6 on the par 4. He's not a legend. He's not a hacker, so it's going to go experience. He's icon. He's not prospect, so that will get him a moderate birdie putt. So can George get up there with Wiles? He needs a 1 or 2. Nope. Easy par. And he sinks it. Simanowicz Jr. 2 back. Needs something to go his way. 1-4-4. He can post a score here too. Legend, yes he is. He gets a blue chip and the gallery cheers. And a green 4 will at least get him a birdie putt of some sort here. He's not utility, so moderate birdie putt. He needs a 1 or a 2. He's going to hold on to those chips maybe for 18. Oh, and it's in there. Simanowicz Jr. gets the putt to fall. And he's within 1. The leaderboard is getting crazy. So that would hurt Wiles if Simanowicz can post a better score. But Simanowicz still has 2 holes to play. Okay, Antonucci out of contention. That's going to be a par. Yes. Gareth Leonard with the bogey at the 14th. Easier hole. Put it in the water. 2-3-5. He actually gets the 1. He needed the 1 here on the par 3. Is he a champion? No, he's not. He's a hero, so it's going to be mood. He's got a neutral mood. He's not sunny, so this will probably not be the greatest thing in the world. It's going to be a difficult putt for birdie. That's a 1. He's going to lag it, and that'll avoid any kind of mood generated from it. So his lag gives him a gimme par. He makes that. Gimme par would have been a 3, but sometimes I just roll 2 because you need all 3 being 6. All right, so back to 14. It's going to be New and Vasquez. I think Vasquez is first. Out of contention, 2 on a cordial hole. That should be a birdie, right? It is, yes. Now Joshua New. He's out of contention, actually, but you know what? Yeah, he's out of contention. We're going to help usher things along here. We're just going to take him and Yun Lee Song out of the mix because they're both 7 behind with less than 7 to play. So New, out of contention, cordial. 1 that's a birdie as well. So in theory, he's back in contention with that, but I don't play it that way. So now Soto at 13, finishing out this tough stretch. And because he doesn't have 2 chips, he can't play that first one. And he's going to need a clutch putt for par, which is fine. And that was another 6. So he needs a 1 to 5. Wow. Should have been able to make that. And he bogeys. So Soto, he's going to be out of contention as well. So these guys who have been putting up big scores, Lee Song next, they're kind of driving a bunch of guys out of contention. That's going to be a par for Lee Song. Okay, to 12. It'll be Emmerich and Yielding. Emmerich's got to let it roll here. He's going to be in the woods with his second shot, so this could be problematic, especially with a 4. Woods with his second shot and a 4. Is he a workman? No, he's not. He'll have a moderate par putt. So he needs a 1 to 5. Can he avoid a 6? And he does. So he will remain at minus 26. Burke Yielding. And that's a 12. He's in the trees in 1. And he is not a master, so he will have an easy second putt for par. Good show for him. All right, so now we're getting to 18. Longest par 5 on the course. 634. So not a simple test here for these guys. And you got Wiles coming off of 4 birdies in a row, 5 out of 6. And he'd love a 1 or a 2 on the white die here. He gets a 4. 36 is going to be in the grass in 3. Rough in 3 with a 5. Is he a master? He's not, so he's going to end up with a difficult par putt to finish at minus 23. Needs a 1 to 3. Doesn't have any blue chips to improve. Oh, but he sinks it. What a nice back 9 there. That's a 31 to go with his 35. A 66. Pretty good round there from him. Finishes at minus 23. That's going to be 260. Did I add this up right? 66 at 265. Yep. Okay, now Fonseca. He's going to attack the green here. Might as well. He has a blue chip that he can improve his thing here. His results. So re-roll the white die. It's a 4. Well, it's going to be a nice effort, but moderate putt for par, so he'll have an easy par putt. So he gave it a chance, but that'll be a par. And he even pars the back 9. That's a 69 on his round overall. That's a 267. Minus 21. Okay. I'm gonna move these guys down here. They're off the board. Let's get them out of here. Get them the heck out of here. Okay, back to 17. Now things should start picking up more. We're starting to thin our rolls out, and it's going to be Simanowicz Jr. here at this. Now you got to avoid. There's a couple spots of water. You don't want to white 5, and he avoids it. He gets a 1-4-5 roll on the par 4. He's not Duffer or gilded. Well, he's going to get a short game check. So kind of the one roll on that doesn't really give you too much. But he is 1. He's not soft, but he does get a pin shot out of it. If he were soft, it would have just gone straight in. Re-roll the white die on the pin chart. And that's a 6, a difficult putt for par for Simanowicz. He's going to use a blue chip to make it moderate. And it's a good thing he did because it is in the hole. So now he can't take full control on 18. 1-2-2 for Dale George. Not a duffer, and he's not a hacker, so a moderate putt for birdie. Needs a 1 or a 2 here. And Dale George sinks it 3 out of 4 birdies and moves into a tie, 3 back. Tie for 4th with Malcolm Wiles, who's in the clubhouse. Okay, to 16. Leonard still reeling from that double bogey, or not the double, it's a single, it's just a regular bogey at 14. And to Nucci. So now Leonard, 2 back, needs to put something together here to close out his round to get back to. He gets the 5. He's in the sand off the tee, but this shouldn't hurt him too bad. He gets a good lie in the bunker. He can get a nice clean swing at it. He's not chunky, so he's going to get a wow shot. He gets a blue chip out of it, and maybe he can get a birdie putt, as his approach shot is going to be, could be good here. Let's see. Well, it's going to be an easy putt for birdie. He's going to try to hold on to those chips. He needs a 1-4. Can he get it? Oh, that's a 5. I should have used the chip. Well, now a gimme putt for par, which he makes. Should have played the chip, man. Could have got him back to within 1. All right, now you've got 15. I'm going to roll. The black is the guy who has the honor. That's Vasquez. So they both get 2s on a neutral hole. That's a par. Those are each pars. And now 14 is Cordial. And so those guys, it would be Lee Song and Soto. So Lee Song and Soto, that's going to be pars as well. All right, so down to 13, and the final one of this tough grouping of holes, and it's going to be Emmerich. And it's going to be a 13. He's in the rough in 1 with a 2, so that, on the green die. So not too drastic here. Is he a master? The decider die says no. So that will end up with a moderate putt for par. Man, I half want to use that blue chip here, but playing the odds goes in his favor, and he makes his par. All right, yielding. He'll get a par and a blue chip. Okay. So it's Emmerich. Simanowicz Jr. 1 back. I got to take one short little respite here. And we'll get right back to it. So to 18 comes Simanowicz Jr. Would love to squeeze a birdie out of this hole and give himself a chance to put the pressure on Emmerich. So Dale George, let's you know what we're gonna do? Let's just take a moment here and reroute the leaderboard a bit. We're kind of getting skewed. So Fonseca's there. Got Burke Yielding still on the course. Do we dare put minus 28 up here? Okay, so Dale George at the 18th. No blue chips to use. Gets control 136. So can he spin this into a bird and get back to minus 24 and put together a nice round there if he does. 136. He's not duffer nor scatter. He's not utility, and he's not hero. So he'll have a moderate putt for birdie. He needs a 1 or a 2 to get to minus 24. 1 back of his playing partner. Can he do it? Oh, and he just misses. So now an easy par. Wants to take his time, and he makes it. So Dale George with a 33 on the back. That's a 67, a nice round for Dale George. And that will get him so that's 260. All right, let me see. Something isn't quite right here. So he started at 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 23. I was right. That was a par. Okay, 265 along with Wilds. Sorry, it said minus 24 enough that it kind of got me confused. Now Simanowicz Jr. He only has one chip, so he cannot get control of this. But he gets the one. That's nice. Can it be kind to him? 3-4-4. Yeoman or puny. He's neither of those. And he is not cold, so it's going to be his mood. His mood is currently neutral, and it's going to ask if he's sunny. So he's going to need double difficult putt for birdie. That's a 1 and a dot. Well, he's going to use the blue chip, and he's going to make it difficult. So he needs a 1 right now. Can he get a 1 to grab a share of the lead with Emmerich? Can he do it? Lining up the putt. Backs away. Talks to his caddy. Puts the little fingers up here trying to gauge the break on this one. Now he's lined up again. He takes, he just backs away, takes a couple practice. We've got to keep his routine in check. And here we go. Pulls it back. It's on its way. The crowd is gaining, and it just runs by. That leaves him with a moderate par. Needs a 1 to 5 to make that. And now he's going to end up tapping it in for bogey. Just ran it too far by. Gave it a valiant effort, but Simanowicz will finish at minus 24. Maybe he should have. Maybe he should have lagged it there. That gives him a 67. Felt like it was a better round than that, but he ends up at... That can't be right. So he started at minus... He might be at minus 20. Let's see. So he was at minus 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 22, 23, 24, 23. I guess I forgot to move him on one of the bogeys, so that really... I probably should replay his strategy there, huh? No, he still would have made a run for it, try to get to minus 25, so... that's going to be 265. So he'll finish probably tied for third at worst with George and Wiles, so... That's too bad. He's probably not going to win. It's going to be up to Leonard to try and overcome Emmerich. We can move this stuff over a little bit as we get closer to the end. So it's going to be Leonard first at the 17th. And he shanks it into the water. Just an utter miss hit. A 5 on the white die and a 35. That is water. Gareth Leonard with 2 of the worst shots you'll ever see from this guy. A great player, but he just utterly bags it. Water off the tee with a 5. Is he an icon? At least he's an icon. He'll get a difficult putt for par. He's got to hold on to those chips. Can he get a 1 to 3 here? He does, so at least he still has a sniff at minus 25. But holy mackerel, the guy is... I don't know. I've heard of yips on the green. It seems like he's got yips on the tee right now. His irons, he's going to have to go to the range here this week and really put some time in there. So Antonucci is out of contention. Whoops, semi-cordial 6 is going to be a chance at a bogey. We'll roll the decider die, and it will be a bogey for Antonucci. Okay, now we're going to speed through these guys again. So it will be Vasquez with the black, new, so that's neutral, so they're both going to be pars. Soto and Lee Song. Lee Song, though they're both the same, and they're going to be pars. And now Emmerich at 14. If he could get a birdie here, this would probably seal the deal. I've said that. It's kind of jinxed some guys before, but let's see. So Emmerich, 2, 4, 5. Not a legend, so he's going to have a short game check, and it's a green 5, so this is not going to quite be. He's not soft, so he's going to have a moderate putt for par. So knees are going to get a little shaky here, maybe. Needs a 1 to 5, but he makes it. His putting has been right on the money here so far. Only 1 blemish on the 6th for Emmerich, so yielding. It's a 1, 3, 4 for him. Nobody hit the direct roll. Well, spoke too soon. Is it a direct green? It's semi-direct, but guess what? It is not this time with the decider dies. So is he stone? He's not stone, so it's going to be a mood check. He doesn't have a mood. Oh, and Simanowicz Jr. is stormy now, if I recall correctly. Green 1 with the mood is going to be he's stormy, and he's not, so it should be a gimme birdie, right? Gimme birdie. Gimme birdie putt. So yielding can join that flock at minus 23. And he does. So can yielding bridge the gap a little bit? There's still 4 holes left for that group to play. All right, Gareth Leonard to the 18th. Got to make it happen here. Needs a birdie at least. And he will be first to play. No water here, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, and he is going to use a blue chip. And it's not daunting, so he can use a chip to help the putt out. But he's going to take control here. He wants a roll that gets him hero at some point. Oh, and I didn't need to roll this guy. I did need to roll this one. I pulled out the wrong one. So 1, 3, 3 on the par 5. Yeoman or puny? No. Hero? Yes. So he gets we can't earn a blue chip, but he does get the gallery cheering with a 3. Hero? Or yes, he's a hero. He gets an easy putt for birdie, makes it gimme. He's going to get the minus 25 unless he gets the high roll. It's in the hole, so he will finish at minus 25. A birdie for Leonard at 18. 35 on the back. Wanted more than that. 66, though. And he ends up at 263. That is minus 25. Okay, Fabio Antonucci. Semi-daunting 3 is a par. So he shoots 38 on the back, 74 on his round, not very good. So he is at 271, minus 17, right? Let me see, 74, yeah, 271, minus 17. All right, so these guys, we'll leave Leonard in the wings just in case. Okay, so now we're at 17. So it's 5 for Vasquez, and 1. So it's going to be a birdie for New and a par for Vasquez. And now 16. Neutral. Pars for both Soto and Lee Song. They're both out of contention. And now Emmerich at the 15th. Got a little tighter here, but it's going to be yielding first. Going to use a blue chip here. Yielding is. Got one to spare. 1, 2, 4. It's not a firm green, so it's going to be golf cam green, right? Yes. And a 2, is it friendly? No, it's not challenging either. It's going to be easy par putt for yielding, and he knocks it in the hole. Now Emmerich, he's going to use a blue chip. He does not want to hit it in the water. Wants to eliminate that chance, especially with 4 degrees of course control. 135 with a dot. What does that dial up for Emmerich? Not utility or gilded, so that's going to be golf cam green. 5. Is it friendly? No. Nope, it's going to be an easy putt for par for him as well. Needs to avoid the high roll, and he does. Okay, so now 18 for New and Vasquez. We're basically playing out some back markers here as we're trying to get to Emmerich and yielding. So New will be black, and it's going to be a birdie, right? No, he needs a blue chip. The 3 is going to just be a par for Vasquez. And it's a birdie for New to close out the round. So he ends up with 1 under par 35 on the back, a 69. A lot of that due to the out of contention roll, and he ends up at 266 minus 24. So not, that can't be right. Minus 22. So he kind of catches a break there. Vasquez, steady 35 on the back, 73. He ended up at 270 minus 18. Okay. Now, semi-cordial for Soto and Lee Song. Semi-cordial with a 2. We got a chance. No, yeah, we have a chance at birdies there for each of those guys. The first one will be Lee Song. It's a par. And now Soto, also a par. 16th for Emmerich and yielding first. It's going to be 5, 6, 6. Not a legend, and he's not a champion, so it's going to be right now for yielding. Right now he is not going to be hot because of the decide or die, so difficult putt for par for him. Needs 1 to 3. Moderate bogey, makes that, drops a shot and gets out of that tie, moves to minus 22, tied with New. Now Dustin Emmerich trying to hold on. 3 holes, 1 shot lead. And it's going to be a 2-5-5 on the par 4. Is he a legend? No. Not a hacker, so it's going to be golf cam green. Neutral. So it's going to be an easy putt for par. He hasn't missed any of these yet. Can he keep going steady with these things. He does. 5 pars in a row, and that's what he's looking at the moment. So now we're going to get Mateo and Soto and Yunli Song at the finishing hole, and we're going to come right down to the wire. So it's going to be Lee Song with the black one, semi-don't. So they're both pars. 3 over 39 for Lee Song. It's going to be a 73. No, that's on the back. So 73 1 over on his round, and that's going to be 269. Yeah, it's minus 19 for him. Soto, 2 over par, 38. That group did not fare very well. 74. Also 269. They ended up tied at minus 19. Okay, so we're at the end. Can Dustin Emmerich hold on? He's going to be the first to play here at the 17th. Yielding does not have the chunky. He is currently has that knocked off. So this hole is semi-cordial. Needs to avoid the white 5. He'd love a white 6 actually, but and guess what he gets? But that is somewhat problematic because he has 2 other 6s showing. He needs to make a clutch par putt or else he will earn a red chip, and so he needs a 1 to 4 right now or else he'll drop into a tie for the lead. Oh, and he makes it. Dustin Emmerich earns a blue chip, gets his par, and he strides confidently off the 17th over towards the 18th, hands the putter to his caddy, gives him a look of how did that go in. The old knees were certainly knocking on that one, now yielding. 4, 5, 6, that's going to be golf cam green, and a 4, friendly, no challenging, no. It's going to be a clutch putt for par for yielding. He's gold. He would get to a second blue chip if he can avoid a 6, but he doesn't, so he loses his chip, and now he ends up with an easy bogey putt. Back-to-back bogeys for yielding, and his chances are gone. All right, to the 18th. Emmerich has a blue chip. He can't really use it. All right, we're going to have yielding finish up first. Right? All right, so it's going to be 23. Golf cam green. And a 4. It's going to be a clutch putt for par again for yielding. Needs a 1 to 5, and he makes it. So he will end up at 37 on the back. That's a 7 even par 72. 267. That's minus 21 with Fonseca there. All right, so Emmerich. If Emmerich can get a white 6, he wins. If he can get a 1 or a 2, his chances go up considerably. If he gets a white 3, 4, or 5, then pay close attention to the green die. The green die, if it's higher, that would be the trouble spot. Can't really use the blue chip because it's semi-daunting, and you need to be able to use a second blue chip if you use the first one. So let's see what happens here. Gets a 3. He's got a green 6. That is going to be... So he ends up in the sand with his tee shot on the par 5 and a green 6. Is he sandy? No. He still has an easy putt for par. Looky here. Because it's a par 5 and it's his first shot, he gets a chance to hold this out. He's made every easy putt thus far. Not trying to jinx him or anything, but he has been solid here. Needs to avoid 6s. If he gets Anything other than sixes, Dustin Emmerich wins the 2018 Malaysian Championship, his second tour victory. If my memory serves me correctly. It's in the hole. Dustin Emmerich wins. Par, he gets 34 on the back, 67. 262. That is a minus 26. And he is the winner. Could have made it gimme too. I didn't even think of that. But so that is your tournament. So I'm going to sign it off here. I've been on here for an hour and a half or so, and I am going to wrap it up. So until next time, I will see you. Thanks for watching this, and until next time, just keep rolling, and congrats to Dustin Emmerich on his victory.